Thank God I have such a unique design. I am the only Decepticon with only one eye. You motherfucker!
Hello and welcome back to another Throwback Transformers review. So obviously here we have another Last Night toy, and this is Voyager class Nitro Zeus. Now on the box it had him labeled as Decepticon Nitro, which is a way better name than Nitro Zeus. I mean, Nitro Zeus sounds like something. It sounds like a name of an old grandma. I don't know why, or like an old grandfather. It just sounds like an old person name. So, I mean, just like right off the bat, this guy has one of the best jet modes I have ever seen on a Decepticon. Well, just in Transformers in general, which is probably why they reused this mold twice already. They did it for Studio Series 09 Thundercracker, and they did it for KSI Boss, which, I mean, if they had changed the head sculpt a little bit so that his little antenna thing were facing outwards, then it would have been KSI Boss. But anyway, so just looking at the figure here from the top, just look at that. Look at how clean that, I mean, okay, well, you can see the jet mode feet, but whatever. Look how cool that is. Seriously, I mean, the top is obviously his best look. From the side, you can see a bunch of kibble. And then just like any jet former, the bottom is just, oh my god, he actually stands like that. What the hell? Oh my god. Just like any jet former, you can see everything. I mean, you can see his legs, you can see his chest, you can see his head. But still, even the underside here is molded brilliantly. On the wings, you can see these little turbine thingies. You do have foldable landing gear, so you can lift that up or put it down. And then probably the best bit is that this cockpit actually opens. And there's actually something I never noticed. You can fit a Titan Master head in there. I think they're called Titan Master, or Headmaster. Whatever, Headmaster figure. You can fit that in there. Because you can see there's a little slot there. If I had Cogman with me, I would do it, but he's in that box. You can see nice tamper graph detail there. There's the Decepticon logos. Thank God it's on both sides, so it's symmetrical. This back bit here. Okay, obviously you have this little like booster thing here. Now these bits, you can position these however you want. You can have them, you know, flat like this, so I like to just bend them down a little bit. So there you have that. Now for comparison here, with another jet former. Here he is with Studio Series Megatron, and you can see huge size difference here. But obviously this is a real jet, this is a Cybertronian jet, so even like, I can pull the camera to the other end of the table and it just doesn't pick it up. That's how big Megatron is. Like, look at that wingspan. So yeah, there was Megatron, and then just cause here he is with Stinger. Just because I have him in vehicle mode, I should probably just fold the landing gear out. There we go. There he is with Stinger. Just whether this is size accurate or not, I really don't think so. I think that Stinger is too big. Then here he is with a Last Night friend. He is with Barricade, who, honestly, I've been transforming him recently, and I just realized how simple he is. Like, he is the most basic car transformer I think I have. He is so simple. Because literally all you do, you fold this up, put his legs together, and then collapse this, and then bam, you're done. Oh, and fold the arms in. So, Barricade. And just for one last comparison, here he is with Studio Series Scavenger. So there you have that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the jet mode. So now we can get to his very interesting transformation, which honestly, it's not that complicated, but it can get slightly fiddly depending on how things work out. So the first thing you're going to do is just come here and oh wait, before we get to the transformation, I forgot weapon storage. So as far as accessories goes, he comes with these little muscle cluster things, which I don't even keep on him, which is why I forgot about them. But yeah, they can plug under here. These things, I just don't even use them because they plug on so tightly. It's not even worth it. I mean, it looks cool both in the robot mode and the jet mode. They look awesome, but it's just so much work. I mean, just so there you go. There you have the little missile things on him. They look really cool. I will admit they look awesome, but it's just too much work for just, you know, for a little display thing. I mean, just look at. There we go. It's so much easier, and these aren't like necessary things. You know, these aren't necessary parts forming. Whew, those things are tight. Okay, I sound like the pitch meeting. Oh, those missiles are tight. Anyway, so the first thing we're gonna do is untab this section, then just untab the entire wing here, and just bring that up. Then what we're gonna do, we can just save these for robot mode, is do the same thing on this side. There we go. Now we're gonna take this whole tailpin section and just untab this, right? And then you're gonna come to this cockpit section and just bring that forward like this. Okay, now we are going to come to the back and just untab the legs, if it will let me. There we go. You can see that giant tab there, it goes into that slot. Do the same thing on this side. Untab this, untab that. We're gonna have to bring the camera up a little bit. Right, and then what we're gonna do is just bring the legs all the way down, then rotate it and fold the foot out. The same thing on this side. Bring this down, rotate and fold the foot out, and there you that looks weird. Right, so just gonna try and do this here. We're going to fold this arm out. I hate that noise. It sounds like a shoulder popping. You're gonna fold the hand out, and then this cannon, you're gonna extend it until you hear a click, like that. Right, so there you have that. Now, as far as I know, there is no way to like secure this. There probably is. I just can't really find a way how to do it. So I do apologize. Now what you're gonna do, as you can see, this is an asymmetrical design because of that hinge there. So you're gonna wanna bring this leg forward like this, and then this arm is going to come all the way up. Then you can bring these in, and these legs, obviously you can see there is a tab there, which is gonna go into a slot somewhere there. You're basically just gonna hinge the legs in and tab them together. Now what you're gonna do with the head is you're going to bring this down, because that's a separate hinge, and then just bring this whole section down like this. Right, then you can rotate the head, and look at that head sculpt. I love it. Right, now you're gonna come to the back here, right, and just there's the tab there which is gonna go into that slot. So you're gonna bring this down, tab that in. Right, and now all we have to do is the backpack. So you're gonna fold this part in. Now this is the fiddly part of the transformation. You're gonna untab this, fold this in, bring this in, and now this little part here is going to go up and over this tab. So you're just gonna wanna gently, okay, well, I took the whole thing off. You're gonna just wanna gently pull that over like so, and then just push down, and there you have one side all done. Now you're gonna do the exact same thing on this side. You're gonna bring this up, get this out of the way. All right, then you're gonna bring this up, that in, and then you're going to just very gently bring that over and just close that. Right, and the last thing that we're gonna do is this cannon. So you're just going to split this, and these are on a double hinge. So you're gonna bring this out, And then there's these little bits here which fold out. They're just on little pins. And in terms of transformation, there you have Nitro in his robot mode. Now obviously to complete the look, we're going to take these and we're going to plug them on at the top here. So there you have one, and then you're going to come here and plug the other one on. That is, oh my god. Right, and there we go. Now Nitro is complete. I am going to keep calling him Nitro, even though in the movie he is Nitro Zeus. Now, just coming in and looking at the detail. Look at that head sculpt. Look how cool that is. I love it. I love the sculpt so much. Now, this is what I was talking about with the KSI boss. You see these little antennae thing there. If they weren't going up and came out to the side, then it would actually be an accurate sculpt of KSI boss, because on the box art for Nitro, it does actually show the concept art of KSI boss, because KSI boss is in Age of Extinction. When Hound throws the grenades, it actually, KSI boss is literally right there. I don't know how many times I just said KSI boss, but whatever. So yeah, look at that chest. I mean, it does have this this kind of brownish color, which is darker than it is coming on camera. You can see the Decepticon logo there. A lot of nice molded detail. Yeah, even with the hinge here, it's not that noticeable that it's an asymmetrical design. You can see you have the, I guess it's supposed to be a 1 or that's a 7. It's a 7, you idiot. Oh wow. It's coming down. Yeah, look at the feet. The feet obviously have more of that kind of brownish color throughout it. The arm, you can see you basically just have the entire front of the jet on his arm, but I will show you how to make this look better. You can see that he does have a hand literally just molded in. So yeah, and then on this side obviously you have this cannon here. So working way up, you can see you have a 13 on him. Don't know what that means, but there's that. You can see you even have little shoulder cannons. So yeah, and then coming around to the back, it leaves a lot to be desired, because these bits are completely fine. I love these, but it's this bit that's the issue. I don't know if there's a way to take it out, but it's fine. It's fine. From the front it's not noticeable, honestly. Right, now, in case you're wondering why his head is always tilted like that, let me show you why. It's a headmaster. Why? I'm not 100% sure on this, but as far as I know, the reason why this is removable is because I think there was supposed to be like a deleted scene with Cogman taking over Nitro's body, like, you know, because obviously it was, you know, hinted at in the movie that Cogman is a headmaster. Well, it wasn't hinted. Sir Edmund Burton literally went out and just flat out said he is a headmaster. So you can see the back of the head is transparent, well, translucent plastic. So I don't know why they did that, but whatever. You can see, obviously this is where the head is supposed to be, but as far as I can see, that is not a face. That is literally just molded in. So obviously it does work like all other Titan Masters. Well, Headmaster. I don't know why I keep saying Titan Masters. Headmasters. So yeah, there you have that. Now we are just going to kind of skip individual comparisons and we'll just get the Last Night crew in here. Now, I honestly, for scale, I should use the leader Megatron, but I just overall prefer the Voyager. So there you have Megs, then there is Barricade, and then there is Berserker, if Berserker stands. So there you go. There you have the whole crew together. No Onslaught, obviously. Berserker is our stand-in for Dreadbot, but I mean Berserker would have been way cooler than Dreadbot. So there you have that. Now before we get into vehicle mode again, there is just something that I want to show off. Now, I don't know where I learned this from, like 5 years ago, but basically this is a way to make the cannon look better. So basically what you're gonna do is just come here and just take this part off, and then you're gonna take it, flip it around, and then put it back on. Right, do the same thing on this side, just take that off and just plug that on. Now what you can do is you can just fold these in and then pinch them together, and there you go. That to me looks so much better than how it does normally. I feel like this definitely spreads out the kibble a lot more, because with the regular version everything is just like pulling him down here. So I like this kind of bigger look for him. Another thing you can do is just untab this, right, and then just bring this down and then kind of just collapse this like this. So then you can create that look for him. So I mean, I prefer the other look, but I like this one as well. So yeah, this is basically just, it's a display thing. Obviously to transform him you have to put it back, but whenever he's kept in robot mode I always, you know, put it the other way. So yeah, I mean it's just, it's an option, you know, so if you want to do it you can, if you don't want to you don't have to. But yeah, I mean just look at all the cannons, like all the firepower on this guy. Like, oh, okay, so you have this cannon, you have this cannon, you have these shoulder guns, then you can bring these up, then you have the missile clusters, and I guess if it's anything like Optimus Prime's jetpack, these can be used as like blasters as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits of firepower. That is absolutely insane. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's just transform it. So first thing we're gonna do is just take these bits off. Thank God. All right, so there was that. Now I guess the first thing we're gonna do is just collapse the cannon here and then fold this in. Right, then what you're gonna do is come to this part, fold these bits in, and then you're gonna double hinge these down, right, and then you're just gonna tab them together like so, and then you're gonna fold it out this way. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring this bit up, and as you're doing that you're gonna try and manipulate that front bit to rotate there, right, and then you're just gonna rotate the head 180. That was pretty good. His head didn't fall off, thank God. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to rotate the legs inward, and we are just going to bring the feet in like this, and now we're just gonna split the legs like so. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna bring this leg forward, and you're gonna take this arm and bring this down like so. You can bring the leg back, and you're going to just try and basically just collapse this whole thing. This part here, this hinge needs to be flat, right? This hinge here needs to be flat, and then when you come to the top here, you can then just tab this whole section in like this, and there you have that all done. Now you're just gonna want to relax the legs against this. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna take this shoulder piece, bring this out, and then rotate this, and then listen to the horrible sound. I hate that so much. And then his head doesn't tab in, but it's just gonna like try and rest there in that space. So there was that all done. Right, now what you're gonna do, you're gonna rotate the leg 180. Now there's this little hook thing here that's gonna tab in over there, right? So we're just gonna wanna do that, and there's that tab which goes into that giant slot. So you're just gonna want to try and bring everything together like so, and there is one foot all done. So you're just gonna do the same thing on this side, bring this up, tap that in, and there you go. This is all a bit messy, but whatever. So next up we are going to do the wings. So why do the wings look weird? You're gonna just basically just bring the entire wing out, and when you bring this out, lift this up very gently and then just bring that out. You're gonna want to bring this down and tab the little thing in. You're gonna flip this piece out. Now we are going to tab, this tabs it in 3 places, right? So that is gonna tab into that slot. This is going to tab into this screw hole here, right? And then that tab is going to tab into, where is it? There. It's gonna tab into there. So I suggest that you do it in order, like from this way. So tabs this part in first, right? Then tab this in, right? And then just push this, right? And there you have that wing all done. Perfect. Now you're gonna do the same thing on this side. Bring this out, lift this up very carefully. There we go, because they pop off quite a lot. Bring that in, fold this out, and now you're just going to tap everything in, and everything will be amazing again. So tap that in, tap that in, tap this in. I never did articulation in robot mode. Again! It's fine, I'll do it at the end of the video. So then you're just gonna wanna bring this in like this. Alright, tap that down, and you can just position these however you want. And there you have Nitro back in his fantastic looking jet mode.
I'm gonna do the articulation now.
Now, articulation wise, the head obviously is on a ball joint, so I mean he can do a wide range of movements before his, you know, his head pops off. The arm can do a full 360. It can hinge downwards, probably because I don't know how to lock it in. So whatever. You do have bicep rotation there. You have a bend at the elbow, which it bends there, and then it also bends back slightly, right? The hand can go in purely because of transformation. Nothing at the waist. This arm can do a 360 before things do get in the way. Bicep rotation. The bend at the elbow, there's basically nothing, which is kind of sad. Nothing at the hand. The legs can kick forward all the way that far. They can go back as far as the thing will let them before this gets in the way. They can go way past the full splits there. You get a thigh rotation, you get a knee bend, and I love it when they do this. This part can fold, so you know, it kind of completes the look there. And then the foot kind of goes back and forth, and that is it. There's no pivot. Okay, so might as well just end the video there. So there you have the Transformers The Last Night Voyager class Nitro. And this guy is one of the best jet formers in my opinion. He looks absolutely gorgeous. If I was to change anything about the figure, it would only be his head sculpt, purely because it just, one, it is inaccurate, but the main problem is the fact that it's a headmaster, so it pops off easily. But anyway, I'm rambling on for way too long. So there was the Transformers The Last Night Voyager class Nitro Zeus, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and until next time.
Unfortunate, because I was looking to knock some heads.